Yeah, Greater Borough Vocational School District Committee. Thursday, June 4th, 2026. Need a roll call?
Mr. Jennings.
Here.
Mr. Deegan.
Here.
Mr. DiBiase.
Here.
Attorney Flanagan. Mr. Manuels.
Here.
Ms. Menard.
All right, we have a form. Pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, in accordance to Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 20F, any member of the public may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting. A member of the public who wishes to record the meeting must first notify the chair and comply with the reasonable requirements regarding audio or video equipment established by the chair, not to interfere with them.
Yes, Mr. Manuels.
Need a motion to approve the May 12th, 2026 minutes. Need a second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We don't have the student report.
If it's in your packet, Mr. Chairman.
All set. 1.5 special recognition.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, very happy to have with us tonight Danica Filiberto. Danica was chosen as the Swansea Student of the Year. Unfortunately, she was unable to make the service that took place, the celebration, not a service, that sounds awful. The celebration that took place at the time in the town of Swansea. Mr. Vega and myself were there, but we managed to collect her goods. And we have asked her to be present tonight so that we can present it to her and with her family present. So if you would, Danica, you're going to take center stage. Danica, on your phone, okay, would you like me to take a picture of the presentation? The answer would be yes. And there you go. Just set that up for me, please. Excellent. So we'd like you to, Mr. Vega, if you would, please, and we're going to get a picture of your mom and the whole 9 yards, okay? I'll step over here. Yes.
Might as well move in the middle so that it captures the video captures.
Let me put her,
Yeah.
we want to capture this, right?
Mr. Bentley, why don't you?
Let him face that way, so
Yeah,
we on
so-
TV.
The camera's not on.
You may never get out.
There we go. There we go.
This is from the town of Swansea. We reside in the Veterans Benefits Department. Every year, they decide on a Student Youth of the Year for the town, and you were chosen from Diman Regional. I said some great things about you out on the green. Sure, you should have been there. We had a great speech. From what I understand, I don't know you personally, but from what I understand from your peers, from your teachers, you've done some great things. You've ranked high amongst the rest of your students in your class. You're a student athlete. You've done some great things. You're a hard worker, and you work in one of my local establishments, which is fantastic. With that, we want to present to you this award for Swansea, Town of Swansea Student Youth of the Year.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Gonna make a big deal out of this.
And with that, you received an official citation from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts State Senate, signed by Senator Mike Rodericks. And also a citation from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts House of Representatives from Justin Thurber. All right. And no, you deserve it. You deserve every bit of it. Congratulations. Thank you. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, my screen protector is not that good.
All right,
I'll open this one up and you can get that one. That is a photo.
Okay, you got it. You gotta hold it down. I'm old.
Very cool.
You can also use the volume button too, that works.
The volume button?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Learning new trick.
Nice. Did you get it?
Thank you, yes.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
All right. I wish you all the best.
So it's something that can be safe and listen to you. It's not really.
You don't have.
Get the sports awards now.
Oh, sports awards. I think it's a young lady.
Awesome.
That is wonderful. Nice.
Thank you all so
Thank
much.
you.
All right, take care. Thanks for coming.
A wonderful night.
Do we have any citizens? input? Okay, the unfinished business, we have none. New business, MSBA, school committee, building. Yes. The audio?
Mr. Bentley can fill in whatever I miss, but the equipment's being moved in. School is 92% done. We have a couple of shops left that have a couple of things happening. But they've started rigging and carpentry. Had some machines moved in and now they're moving into rigging shop with some rigging. That will continue on until all the machines and all the shops have been moved over. Once school ends, the 24th, is it? 24th?
Yes.
Once school ends on the 24th, then the moving company will start moving all the bins and everything that is in this building that needs to go into the new building and put where they're gonna be. The construction company is continuing, they haven't stopped. They're already backfilling in front of the school. Once the fence line is moved and the 25th arrives, they'll extend that backfill so they can make sidewalks all in front of the school, all into the student parking lot. And then they'll start fencing in their new project, which is gonna be the old diamond. And that will, trailers, et cetera, will be moved off the softball field up to the top. And several projects are gonna start this summer. First, the asbestos removal will start in July. The softball fields will be made into a temporary parking lot for the faculty. And the student parking lot will be milled and repaved and restriped, and they will be gaining their 32 spaces back that were taken from the access road to the construction field. That's all gonna be going on, fencing and other items will be going around the building. And also any kind of ledge that has to be done this summer, and they'll be notifying the public that that happens. They'll be doing a little bit more blasting, small blasting. It's not a big project like it was for the school, but to make way for our new football field that'll be coming once the school is down. So there's a lot of projects going on between the moving, the backfilling, the making of sidewalks, and the making of the two parking lots, and also taking the whole project and moving it into the space that we now sit in. So we're moving along.
In your packet, you do see what they call the progress photos. Actually, they're very accurately depicted. We have some more taken this week. The machinery inside the building looks minuscule, depending upon what shop we look in. There was one machine that's in Kurt's Schwinner shop. It's a huge machine. They showed us a picture of it. It looks like a little toy inside. It's dwarfed by the size of the shop. So it is going on and it's progressing. And if you want to see what the pictures are, along with some information about it, recent work, what to expect next, and also any information monetarily, it's in this report, which was done at the school building committee.
Very good, is it?
Yeah,
Any other updates?
yeah, I have one more update that slipped my mind as you were talking. So just for the public's information, this district office, once we get the okay from Suffolk, will be moved into the new district office, which is basically behind us. This office will be the main office, and I believe the guidance will be moved into here. So as soon as this summer that's coming up for testing will be done right here in this room here. So this will also be the space where we have meetings for the contract over the next probably the next 6 months, and then eventually we'll be in the new school for our meetings. But do you have anything to add to that? or-
Nothing to add to that, no.
Okay.
Be accurate.
Moving on to signage updates.
So, in your packet, Mr. Chairman and members of the committee, you see package that starts off, similar to this. This has been the recreation of what's going to happen inside the building. I do. That's what, they could be examples of what would be inside the building. You have them, I would ask that if you take that, a little bit of homework, you take it home and read through it, see if there's anything that you would like to add to it. The direction of the artist who is working with this here. Other than that, in here, we have some representation of how the outside of the building is going to look if you're traveling around it. Pictures of the shops and what it's going to look like, followed by an exterior of,
So what Mr. Bentley is speaking of, it was on in front of you when you first walked in. Do you have?
Oh, yeah,
That's what he's.
okay. Yeah, thank you.
okay, that's the full package. Thank you, Elena. And again, we'd like you to review it just for your take on it. He's open to still working with us. Following up next would be the exterior doors and what the depiction would look like if you were outside the building looking in. That would be able to see what shop is there. Next, is some signage for room 251, 251 restaurant. That's the one signage that we're working on for the signage, for signage. The next one is a theme that was started back when this began, which is that the road to success travels through Diamond. With our highlights of our town, the city of Fall River, and what Diamond means. And these are all concept signs of what's going to be around the building. I would appreciate any feedback you may have on this, as we're going to be meeting with our artist, designer. And I thought, that we meet with him. As Mrs. Wackerson is saying here, this is what you see from Fall River. If you remember, we're going to name our staircases. The Fall River staircase, the Somerset Swansea Westport staircases. This would be a depiction of material that we picture along with the design. So when students are on there, they would be able to see and read about the history of where they are.
One more thing to add to that, one of the cool things that they're also gonna be doing is, when you come into 251, there's a hallway that's just accessible to the restaurant. And they'll be putting a timeline from Father Diamond to present. And it's gonna be good for people that, especially alumni, to see the whole timeline.
It's actually quite, he has captured the essence of what we're asking for. Now he's trying to fine tune it to make sure that it is what we envision. And when I say we, it's a collective.
That's it. That's it. Okay, very good. Any questions or comments? All right, need to reaffirm the prime contract change order, PCCO number 018.
Yes, that is before you with Suffolk logo on it. Okay, inside the packet, prime contract change order, and you should see the yellow highlighted down at the bottom of it with the. This was voted at the school building committee back in July.
Need a motion. Thank you. Motion, need a second? Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Moving on to other business. To 3.1 other matters. Reaffirm decommissioning and decommissioning of equipment. Necessary.
Yes, on that, matter, I will let you that this is, Picasso, so I guess a speak to that, but they've been involved with that going back and forth.
So this is just the cost of the decommissioning of the Heidelberg machine in graphic arts. So we just need the approval of the expenditure and the reactivation of the expense of $12,045.68. And this will include their rigging and living in the building.
I'll make that motion.
Need a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Then we have the MSBA project expenditures.
Picasso will speak to that also.
So we have not received the Collier's bill prior to this meeting. But we do have the Paso Blues invoice for services rendered through May 31st, 2026 in the amount of $140,507. And we received the Suffolk bill on Charlottesville meeting in the amount of $5,240,080.04.
Need a motion to approve? Need a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Moving on to all the matters, 3.1B, Captain House Building Facility Subcommittee. Mr. DiBiase.
So prior to our meeting here, we met with, she's not here, Mr. Mariano, it's a Holland or something. But anyways, she presented the community projects for this year. They're finishing up quite a bit. It's all here in front of you. Anybody have any questions on any of the projects that we're doing in Fall River, Swansea, Westport, and Fall River? Okay, with that, we're gonna move on to. Let's see, project update number 12.
This is the one that.
Okay, so we were presented with a project this year, house being built in Westport. I'm just trying to find that. Get it right here. So in front of you, you should have the application. It's a located at 25 DeBall Pond.
That's the next one. We're talking about the house that.
Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry. I'm skipping. I'm going to next year already. So the house update was presented by the instructor who's there. And
Mr. Cabral.
I wanted to say Jeff. Everybody's first names to me. So anyways, Mr. Cabral gave us update that he's going to be ready for the open house, which is coming up on the 22nd. And it'll be posted online for people who'd like to come see it. But right now they're doing finishing painting and touches, a few things getting done by the students to be ready for that open house. But it's a successful year. The house is going to be completed, and the owners of the house are very, very satisfied.
Thank you. Moving on to the 26-27 house building. Next.
Sorry about that, Mr. Chairman. Just moving along we're running late. So do that. We've agreed. The subcommittee has agreed on a house that'll be located at 25 Wall Pond Drive in Westport, Mass. It is a 1,950 square foot farm type house, one level, which is good for our students. And the recommendation, if you see the other recommendation from the subcommittee, is to approve this to go on to our legal counsel and the owner to come sign an agreement so we can move this into next year.
Just like to add to that, is we had two houses submitted. Both of them had issues. Mr. Cabral went back, spoke to two owners. The owner for the Fall River house didn't want to make any changes to his original plan. So the house that we chose this year, they were agreed and he redid the house to meet his needs. So, and they're happy with the new changes.
Right. I think the only thing to add is because of the different roof lines, like this year, the roofs are complicated. So that'll probably be done by a contractor during one of the school breaks and shingled as well. And that'll keep the project on time and also keep our students safe from having those trusses around.
And the only other thing would be the sheetrock and
Yes. Yeah, they always
subbed out.
right. They subbed out except for one room because we do want our students to make sure they're learning how to sheetrock and plaster. Any questions on the new house? It's very nice, very pretty.
All right, need a motion to approve the, policy?
I'll make the motion.
Need a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Moving on to, C, job description.
We will be passing on that. We don't executive session, we will back out once we come out of executive session.
LPN subcommittee report.
Nothing major to report right now. We met earlier today. We have a meeting. Our administrator of the LPN program has a meeting with Board of Registration Nursing Wednesday to report out all of the adjustments we've made to our program to meet their needs upon their last inspection and report. So coming out of that meeting, we should have a solid idea of what direction we're going in. Beyond that, construction over at least is going well. We're kind of well, I think we're ahead of schedule from where we thought we were going to be. I think in general, Mr. Bentley's been very happy. Our administrator for the program's been very happy with what's going on over there. The classroom itself is, from what I understand, fully functional. It is. We could utilize it if we had to, but we don't have a certificate of occupancy as of yet. So, but it's moving along well. So other than that, we have nothing else to go on. We have to see how that report comes out with the Board of Registration and Nursing next week. Go from there.
All right, thank you. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, moving on to e-policy subcommittee votes.
You have a packet in front of you of different policies that we had. The first one here, when he left us. And anyways, this is a read the top. This is the for co-op. And basically the questions that they had and was the grading and the employer understanding the grading. So what they'd like to do is reclassify things and write down exactly what the grades are for and what the student needs to do for clarification to get that score. So it's going to make it easier for them because that grade is very important to the student. And it's very important to us to know how they're doing in the trade. So between this, they have they're going to keep the same ratio as they have now, which is 70% of the score that the employer gives us is figured into their final grade, along with 20% from their department head of that chunk and 10% from our co-op coordinator, who is the one who communicates directly with the employer. Does anybody have any questions on the policy?
I do. Did we get any feedback from the students where they felt their grades were being misrepresented or too high, too low?
Okay, so for example, I'll give a good example.
Okay.
An outstanding student, such as the young lady that was just here in front of us. She got on co-op, and her employer was reading that to say expectations were high, and it had a 95 beside it.
Exceeds expectations.
Succeeds.
Exceeds
Yeah.
expectations.
Was getting a 95. Well, you can, if she's that good, she can
100.
get the A plus. She can get 100, which helps her in a top 10 student to keep her GPA up. So that was one of the issues that they saw going on, is that the employers didn't realize they can go higher than 95 if the employee is worth it. And there's some standards that they're going to be putting in for the if you read all the red is what they want to put in.
Was there an appeal process or I didn't see that? Right.
I don't believe there's an appeal process. The grades, the grades.
Can I add a little?
Yes.
So, for
I meant like
example,
the co-op.
yeah, it wasn't more of an issue like that. It's more of an issue that if you were a student that was in shop in the building, you could get a score of 100.
Yes.
If you were out on co-op, you could only get a 95. So it created an inequity.
Now I understand.
Yeah.
Has someone spoken to the employers about,
It wasn't an employer thing, it was our policy.
was our policy
It was
that
our
they
policy that was holding us.
yeah, oh, no, I don't mean about that. I mean, do the employers understand, that the mark that they give to these students, it goes into their,
We
is there some kind of
Right.
dialogue with the employer?
Yes.
So we talked about how ways that we could improve that, make sure that
Good.
co-op employees.
So they understand, I mean,
They do.
you know, yeah.
Right, what is, Mr. Manuel?
As an employer for co-op students this year,
Oh,
I didn't receive the evaluations on a regular basis. I don't know if I was supposed to get an email. Once in a while, the kids would have
Mhm.
a paper and I would sign it and it was these 4 sections.
Mr. Massisma talked a little bit about that in the transfer over to what we call Job 360. It's a software program
Yeah.
that keeps that in real time for the employers.
I figured it would be
Because it's
better
not a
to
piece of-
email instead of having
It's
kids
not a
bring
piece of
paper.
paper, and not only that, but it gives real-time data between the co-op employer and the teacher and Mr. Massison. So
I like that.
That would be better because I feel like sometimes the kids forgot to give it to me and they might have filled it in themselves. I don't know. But
And Leslie came up with something very, we touched on it, and Leslie said, talk about how we got getting employees together.
Yeah, so what we talked about was really transforming our advisory boards that would make sure that our co-op employers are our advisory board, because that's an important asset of that is
Yeah.
how we can revise our curriculum, and that's the purpose for an advisory board, so that we can discuss things that people are seeing in industry, so we can strengthen our curriculum so that our students are not showing deficits like that.
as an employer, I don't think I was well versed on the where the grades would affect the students, like you just explained,
Mhm.
and maybe an orientation of co-op employers
Would be great.
would be good.
Mhm.
Which we talked about as well, having a meeting, obviously at night, because you
Yeah.
get the employees out during the day.
Yeah.
But having something at night with the employers to come in and address these issues and any issues they might have.
And it might be
So
good
make
for a
it-
first-time co-op employer to make it mandatory so that,
That is a good idea.
Good idea.
this, because you don't know what you're throwing the kids at either if it's a new employer,
But Mr. Massism is really high on this, and he's doing a great
No,
job.
he is doing a good
and
job.
He's the one that came up with this.
Yeah.
And he cares about the kids, but he wants to make sure their grades are fair,
Yeah,
whether
absolutely.
they're meeting it or not, they need to.
I don't think anybody realized that you get 100 in the shop, but not on the field.
Right, and we're,
And
you know,
the
and
new
why would you
change,
need to know that?
the new
right?
change is going to 100. Good, that's what we'll be voting on.
So, if anybody else has any more questions on the cooperative education program policy, I'd like a motion to approve this. I'll make a motion.
Need a second? I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I guess,
Well, I was gonna do them as a group, but
okay. So the other policies, Mr. Chairman, here in committee are all by MASC. These are what they come up with as policies. Most of the time, I should say 99.9% of the time, we agree with their policy. And we read them over. We had a couple questions on the administrating of medicines to students. But our principal, went over this, and I guess she's at meetings, either some of the discussions they had. But we've approved all these as a subcommittee. If you'd like to look them over, and if you have any questions on any of them? Okay.
want to add anything to it?
No.
Okay, things are good. All right. Recommendation is to approve the policy KGC Cooperative Education Program, which we approved. Policy ECAD, access to buildings and grounds. Policy EEAA. It's the bus driver examination and training policy. JFBB 1, school choice. Policy JKAA, timeout, exclusion and physical restraint of students. Policy JLCD, administering medicines to
Right,
students.
that was interesting.
And the policy KGG, Parent Advisory Council, PPAC, as submitted.
Motion to approve as presented.
Say second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? All right, F, Mr. Bentley.
Yes, before you are the list of, not applicants, recently appointed individuals to certain positions
The first four positions are getting ready for our next school year to replace retirees or instructors who have left. Beginning with the others, these are people who have helped out along the way from last year and this year at events here. We also have a summer school teacher appointment, should we have any that need remediation. And we have summer counselors who do come in order to tweak our schedules and make any changes. That's what information.
Thank you. All right, G will be coming back to that one.
Yes, we will have the executive session, Mr. Chairman. There will be a vote on that lately.
H student travel requests.
We do have the HVAC program instructors have submitted an out-of-state travel request for students to participate in a training and product demonstration of United Refrigeration Inc. Rhode Island on June the 12th from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. And the recommendation is to approve that out-of-state travel submitted by the HVAC program for the students to participate in Providence, Rhode Island on June 12th, 2026, 8 a.m. until 1 p.m.
Need a motion to approve. Need a second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Discussion possible revision of the laboratory project.
Yes, Chairman, this is like I said, and a small group have enough shop instructors and administrators have been working and revising revision of the exploratory process that takes place for our grade 9 students. So I'll let her explain changes.
So Eric Silva, first let me give you the issue is we did find, when students were absent, let's say, they had a medical procedure and they missed an entire exploratory or were only in for a portion of it. The shop teachers, the shop makeup policies vary from shop to shop. Some would go hour for hour, so if you missed 2 days, you would have to make up 17 sessions, which would be an hour and a half of school every day for the 17 weeks, which technically is longer than the whole entire exploratory process. So, and it varied from program to program. So Eric Silva, a new freshman coordinator, used in service time, in professional development time, and met with a group of every single freshman exploratory teacher. And they discussed problems with the makeup policy. They discussed the co-op grading rubric. And they added a page together, broke up into 2 groups. One worked on the makeup policy to make sure that it was consistent amongst all shop areas. And the other group worked on how we were going to grade to make sure that we were consistent. We also found that if you explored one program that might have graded harder than another one, then your chance of getting a first or second hit might have gone down. So what they did was try to calibrate it. They both presented the changes to the other group and all were in agreement, which never happens in a school district. So basically, in a nutshell, now the makeup policy is right there. So if you're a student and during exploratory, you miss 1 day, then you will go to the teachers late night, one afternoon session. They're going to give you a small assignment that you need to make up. If you miss 2 days, you have 2 sessions. And if you miss 3, if there is a medical reason that you are excused for it that's documented, then you'll get the average of that. You have to notify the teacher within 48 hours of what's going on. So the whole process is outlined. We are also doing our freshman orientation with the move. It created a different opportunity. We are breaking this up into 2 nights. The student and the parent have to attend the mandatory orientation. So the parent and the student are both getting that information at the same time about the life of a diamond student. This will be very heavily detailed. And now with that new technology, we will send reminders out through Parent Square every 2 weeks so that parents are reminded of this policy. It'll allow us to really create an equitable exploratory placement.
Very good. Any questions or comments on that? Hearing none, recommendation is to approve the revision of the exploratory progress. A second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Moving on to J, accepting the gifts.
Yes, what we do have here, a couple. So Highland Restaurant Supply in Florida has donated food storage containers
with an estimated value of $3,000 to our culinary arts program. And the recommendation is to reaffirm a donation that was given. Thank you, Mr. Jennings, for prior approving this with an estimated value of $3,000 by Highland Restaurant Supply.
Need a motion to reaffirm? Need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. And the Beatty Automotive Group of Tiverton, Rhode Island has donated 2 Goodyear Eagle all-season tires, estimated value of $424. 2 Goodyear Eagle all-season tires, estimated value of $540, and 1 set of BBK shorty headers, estimated value of $329.99, for a total donation value of $1,293.99. And the recommendation is to reaffirm that donation of the goods as just presented.
And just those, the tires and the headers are actually going on the vehicle that the kids are building. Oh, yeah, that kick off, yeah, very cool. Yeah. All right.
How tires?
What's that?
Okay, that's how tires.
Oh, it's all separate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I can own everything.
Oh.
Need a motion, so lose it. And second, all in favor? Aye, opposed? Use of facilities?
We do have a request. Ken DeMariano, Director of Career and Tech Ed, has submitted a request to do several shops on Saturday, October 24th, 2026, from 7:30 to 5 p.m. for the NOCD Career and Technical Teacher Test, and to waive all use of any facility fees, as Diamond staff will benefit from having the testing on site. The recommendation is to approve that use of facilities in our new school on October 24th, 2026 for the NOCD teacher testing.
Need a motion to approve? Need a second? Second, all in favor? Aye, opposed?
Thank you.
Surplus equipment. Materials.
Mr. Petrosso, this is what I said we report out on that.
Ongoing as we're unearthing and unpacking, I've been just trying to make sure that everyone is documenting and submitting it for full transparency. And also can speak about how we're purging all this stuff. Yes, so, we just had the auction now, some pictures, we have another, probably by tomorrow. I've been in contact with making sure that it's on our website and posted on our social media. Drew's done a great job of advertising it. Same thing with shares. Now, all of them to local schools, because I put it out on my listserv and we put it out to our different communities, so we've done a great job with that. Actually, I did go out to the LPN building as well, so we have their items that they're not taking with them on surplus for to be approved for tonight. Moving, well, we were able to walk the culinary and the cafeteria as well. I want to give a shout out to Miles and Ellen for the amount of they're taking on the phone calls of the buyers and arranging that and picking it up. I mean, on a daily basis, you're walking and it's gone. So that's been a huge coordinated effort that the two of them have been managing, including with our Xboxes, which have all been watched on.
Oh, very good.
So for the committee's information, you have before you listings of the material, everything is being cataloged and carefully tracked. But for your information.
All right, recommendation to approve the surplus, need a second? Second. All in favor? Aye, opposed? Monthly financial report.
Mrs. Petrosso.
Okay, so I have been working with all the departments, closely with Mrs. Mariano and Dr. Warren on making sure that we are spending down our funds to meet our minimum net school spending and still keeping with the carryover that we always anticipate. At this point, we have purchased all of the technology for the new school that all the shops will need, whether it's auto, where they need it for the shop area, rapid arts. But this has just been something I've been monitoring on a daily basis, reaching out, making sure that if we said that they need to purchase, we get them now. None of this is being physically purchased right now. We have it set to be pending, so after we get the okay to have it delivered, we will start ordering and have it delivered to the new school on that storage.
Very good. Any questions on the, form? No? None? Moving on to, and expenditures. Okay.
So with the, monitoring of the budget, we have, had a push from a lot of the departments to make bigger purchases, our biggest purchase now, to start up for the new school. So the first thing we have is for building technology, it's equipment for the, their new shop, that aligns with their new frameworks in the amount of $98,065.98. The Dell marketing, which was approved by Mr. Jennings on 5/19/2026, just needs to be reaffirmed for 72,484.89. We did find that a lot of the technology, as soon as it was approved, the next day, the price was done, so that's why we had to. For Granger, for carpentry, the EAPR system kit, full wood bell mount for $11,533.22. Hub Technical Services for 9 of the shops in the amount of $164,718.29.
Okay, what is that for?
The shops,
There's technical, update.
Hub Tech is for 9 different shops. That is all the technology that the shops requested, whether it
Oh,
would
this
be.
is for like tech, for the,
Yeah.
So it includes,
jump.
so we have programming web, we have metal fab, electronics, graphics, dental, building and property, auto collision, and auto technology.
So is that computers for the instructors to
It's for
utilize?
the instructors, for the students, for the general areas where the students will need it. Not for
So
the,
Multiple stuff.
Yeah, are these for the,
like the service.
classrooms?
For the service center, yes. Then we have Mid-City Steel for metal fab for $21,298.75. We have the MSC Industrial Supply for Machine Shop. That was approved previously by Mr. Jennings on 5/27/2026 in the amount of $19,999.87. That is being paid from the Gene Haas Foundation. It's tools for the senior awards. We have the Savas Learning for the History Department of $87,775 for the US History textbooks. Most of that is electronic, but they are purchasing 125 hard copies to have in the classroom. Taylor Publishing for the yearbook in the amount of $15,520.29. The Arkers Technology, also approved previously by Mr. Jennings on 5/12/2026. This was the increase for the Acer student Chromebooks, in the amount of $32,785. We have Uline for carpentry in the amount of $16,534.95 for benches. We have Vastec International for Graphic Arts in the amount of $14,483 for a color rotary screen printing press. We have Uline for electricity in the amount of $14,860 for stools, bar rack, A-frame, outside work, and range bar box. We have MSC Industrial Supply for precision machining in the amount of $51,040 for tool storage cabinets.
That's on a separate sheet.
Yeah. Oh,
That was on the table in
On the
front
I'm
of
so
you.
sorry. Oh, that's okay. Yes. So from Uline down to McKesson, that, I'm sorry, that was within 48 hours.
It was emailed and then it was on the table.
Okay, all right, thank you, just that the list that.
No, I'm sorry,
Just
no.
ended there.
Yep.
All right.
And then we have McKesson Medical for medical assisting in the amount of $46,348.26 for monitors, PT Connex wall, SPO2 for USB ports, USB plug. We have McKesson for medical assisting in the amount of $25,429.79 for cabinets, mobile laptop carts, and case carts. And finally, we have McKesson medical assisting for $19,863.54, which will be paid out of the Perkins grant for the monitors, the PT Connex walls, for USB ports, USB.
Any questions, expansions? Hearing none, need a motion to approve the expansion? Second, all in favor? Aye, opposed? Oh, FY 27 incomes.
So this is annually, we present you with the open encumbrances that we looking through approved for the next school year. So We have, for National Grid, we have, $1,800,000. For Trembley's bus, we have $1,213,779.60 for the bus routes. We have the Fall River Retirement Board in the amount of $1,018,981 for the FY 27 appropriation. We have Hub International NE LLC for $375,000 for insurance. We have Trembley's Bus Company for $210,000 for athletic transportation. AIM Mutual Insurance for $111,000 for workers' compensation. We have Republic Services for $100,000 for sanitation. We have Fall River Police Department for $95,000 for the SRO officer. We have the City of Fall River Public Utilities for $80,000 for water. We have ADP Inc. for $60,000 for the payroll services. South Coast Physicians Group number 2 for $55,000 for the athletic trainer. We have paid Sahadi and Co. CPAs PC for $46,000 for the audit fees. We have IXL Learning for $37,500 for site licenses for math, science, English, social studies, and Spanish. We have AIM Mutual Insurance Company for $35,000 for the workers' comp deposit for 2027. We have Cannon Financial Services for $30,600 for the copiers. We have Printer Pro Solutions for $30,000 for toner for the printers for FY 27. We have Frontline Technologies Group for $25,205.66 for the absence substitute management professional learning program. We have School Solutions for $25,000 for Aspen. We have FMC Ice Sports for $25,000 for the ice rink hours. We have Liberty Utilities for $25,000 for gas. We have Express Fuel for $20,000 for fuel for the vehicles. We have Renaissance Learning for $20,000 for accelerated read star read. We have Laundry World for $20,000 laundry services for the school year. We have Purchase Power for $17,250 for postage. Mass Insight $15,000 for SPED Title I contracted services. Cannon Financial Services $14,040.10 for the copiers for the building. Electude USA $14,000 for Voc-Tech subscription. We have Verizon for $13,090.80 for the phone. We have Whites of Westport for $13,000 for the OVS banquet. We have Verizon for $10,500 business office alarm monitoring. We have Magic School for $10,499 to be paid out of Title I for instructional software. And we have Veolia $10,000 for hazmat removal.
That's the question. Hub,
Yes.
that for last year,
Hub Technology, this is for 27.
what's that?
This is for
For the
2027.
insurance?
Yes.
Hub insurance,
Yes, so that is just an estimate for the year. It's not.
but we no longer, when we change.
Oh, so we did change, so I will have to make sure she changed that. You are correct. So it would be a letter.
Does not.
Yep, it's not. Sorry. Thank you for that catch.
Okay, and the other question I have, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah.
Is we're getting all these to approve, but we approve these in the
budget?
budget.
You did, but we put this in as an open encumbrance. It's not something we have to present on a monthly basis, so we just pay down on this. So we're giving the cap of what we're presenting, and if it exceeds that, then we have to be presented. This is something that they presented every year for the open encumbrances for 27.
I just don't remember before, but it could be.
Yeah. Okay, need a motion to approve, just a change in the,
That up.
For Hub to, yes, Alara
oh, wait,
insurance. Yes.
I'll second.
second, yeah. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Pete, transfer of funds.
Yeah, Mr. Crossville, yes, and I'll go in here, transfer of funds.
Okay, so on the transfer of funds, again, this is from monitoring the budget. This is also some requests from the different shops for funds that they would no longer be using. So I am just asking for a vote to transfer available funds in the sum of $1,156,264.
Need a motion?
So move.
Need a second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Going back, I'm sorry. Well, get back on these here, the ones that who prior to that. Is there line items that, when we look at the monthly plan? So actually see,
I believe it would be under the encumbrances.
You like it?
like the financial monthly plan.
So on the report, it says encumbrances, you would see these dollar amounts as an open encumbrance on there.
Right, and then just pay them.
And then we pay it down, so that encumbrance will go down throughout the year
Okay.
and it will become an expense.
All right, I just wanted to make sure it was somewhere every month.
Absolutely, and I can, when we give you the 27 report, I can go through and just highlight that so that
Yep.
you see that.
Right.
That's
fine.
That works.
Thank you.
No worries.
All right, Q, Superintendent, Director.
Very briefly, the first enrollment report, Tech will close out the year with 1,459 students. For admissions, I have an admissions report, but I do have an update that came in as of 10 o'clock this morning with a notification from Lynn that we have reached in at our capacity of all 385 students and all seats are taken as of today. So we are maintaining. LPN report, we heard from Lisa Young earlier in the evening. 30 students are going forward in track 4 and hopefully will graduate on June the 18th. No dropouts. The 26-27 school year, heard tonight that they said 29 on this report. It was updated. We have 30 students moving towards our 35 capacity. 2 testing dates remaining. And we heard on the building project that it is moving along well. And there will be actual moving in furniture starting next week. Important building dates are on your, on my report. Graduation on June 9th. Everybody can make it. Temporary occupancy is June 8th. End of school year, June 24th, June 25th. High school moves into the district conference. It's probably going to get pushed back a little bit. That's the time. Date, June 26th. Pick up of surplus desks and chairs. And July 1st, the district business office is going to start making some kind of a move into the new building. With transition. That's my report.
Any questions, comments on it? The graduation, that's pending parking pass.
I do have them available, so let me know when I'll make sure to get one.
Next week on Tuesday. And next week on Monday, the awards night here at 6 p.m. starting. So hopefully you can. Okay. Right. Also coming up, I will miss if I did mention is LPN graduation, and you all have invitations on June 18th.
Perfect. Thank you. Pretty much summed up the calendar of events. Still have a meeting in July.
I do want to find out, Mr. Chairman, that you have the final walkthrough of Diamond and closing the door on history of this building on July 12th from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Parking is available up to 5 from 1, which will be helpful. We expect a crowd here, but it'll be the final time that Diamond will be opening its doors to the public. All over.
Thank you. We don't have anything that came in. All right, no correspondence. Our next scheduled meeting is for August 13th, 2026. And we have a reason to go.
Yes, I do pursuant to Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 38, Section 3, Paragraph 2, to extract acceptance of preparation of negotiations with non-union personnel of collective bargaining sessions of contract negotiating non-union personnel, individual employment contracts, assistant superintendent, principal contract, regarding Rolling Lanes. The same section also discussing job descriptions relative to school psychologist / 504 coordinator position and job description, LPN full-time job descriptions, program administrator, financial aid coordinator, instructor, and clinical adjunct.
And we will be,
And we will be resuming into open session, so likely possibility of having votes.
okay. Need a motion to go on executive session. Need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, we are back.
Okay, we're back in open session. Need a roll call?
Mr. Jennings,
Here.
Mr. Beegan,
Yes.
Mr. DiBiaseu,
Here.
Attorney Flanagan,
Here.
Mr. Manuel's,
Here.
Ms. Menard.
Chairman, first it's 3.0, 3.1 other matters, job description review subcommittee report. Based on the subcommittee's recommendation, I am going to recommend that the school committee approve the school psychologist / 504 coordinator position and job description, as well as the job descriptions associated with the LPN program administrator, financial aid coordinator, instructor, and clinical adjunct. And once again, that this is based on the recommendation of the job committee, job description subcommittee.
Need a motion to approve? So. Need a second? Second. All in favor? Aye.
And the next one will be 3.0 new business, 3.1 other matters. G, Assistant Superintendent Principal Contract for Mr. Wally Williams. I recommend that the school committee approve the contract for Mr. Williams as negotiated.
Need a motion? So. Need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
I have nothing further, Mr. Chairman.
All right, need a motion to adjourn? Second. All in favor? Aye.
Yay.